broken antlers to create some atlatl darts, since they are just really good on an iron, or any account for that matter. Wow, and it looks like we're gonna be able to create a lot with these here broken antlers we have from killing custodian stalkers. Yeah, this is a good thing. I think I'm gonna use these atlatl darts for demonic gorillas. I think they would be perfect there. So we have the dart tips, but we gotta get the main body of the darts. And look at that, 4,000. Exactly, perfectly 4,000. So we gotta get the main body. And to do that, I guess we gotta do Vale Totems mini game. I haven't played this Vale Totems mini game yet, so I'm gonna be doing this blind, and we'll just take it slow, and this will be, like chill. So I have a log basket here. I'm thinking that might help. And of course, we're gonna want a bunch of logs. And even, we're gonna want some dragon fruit pies, because I'm just one level shy of being able to create the redwood totems, which are the best ones you can make. Yeah. I guess we have to go do a mini game or something first. I'll go ahead and put on my graceful. That should be helpful since we'll be running around. I think this is all we need. So just have to now go find totem fletching mini game. And it might make me go through like a tutorial or something. Is this the guy? Here, maybe I'll use the lower resolution. So you can see the inventory a little better. Got some iced coffee here. Oh, I guess we're going straight into it. So this ent here, it's some kind of ritual. That ent, there's a bunch of these totems around, and they're important to the ents, and we gotta figure out why. Spirits, totems, and ents are yeah. Let's go take a closer look at these totems, man. Well, I see a buffalo. There's a jaguar and like an eagle, which match these spirits. Okay. So the kid's telling us if we fix up the totems, the ends will be happy. Says, yeah. I think the knife is what we want. I don't think a chisel. So build the totem. Alright, we're gonna eat a pie. Now we can build a totem. It's ready to be carved. I'm not quite sure, so let's ask. That's a good start. Yep, gotta carve the animals. Yeah, that makes sense. Look, an ent's already here. So I see a snake, a jaguar, and a buffalo. Hopefully I don't have to do this in some certain order. Oh, cool. So it's still missing something. This might be the part where we have to like fletch bows or something. Oh, wooden items are returned, so we gotta recycle. Wooden items like bows and shields. Alright. Well, someone told me the best thing is these staffs. Yeah. So, I think 4 of them. But I'll make 5 just in case. Now we decorate. Holy schmoly, look at that XP. Wow. Now what? And here's the end. we make the Ents happy. Something's happening. Yeah, there's something there. They left something for us. It's a gift. So we'll go take the gift. And we got 100 Vale offerings. So I guess we talk to them again. Yeah, there's more totems. Document findings. Well, let's see what this says. Okay, it keeps a log of like how much I've done. Gotcha. Oh, there's more. So I guess it gives us more every time the Ents come around. Rummage, hasty rummage. Okay, I think we'll do that after one go around maybe. But well, let's leave this one, I guess, and we'll just let's do all the other ones, yeah. Just probably can get another one, yeah. That'll save us some space. Wow, we got a lot of redwood logs to use. So, here's one. I wonder if there's like a plug-in for this. For Vale totems, or maybe something. Maybe if I do something here, it'll pop up. Let's see. Oops. Okay. And that's 4 of them. And so nothing popped up. I think the other one's over here somewhere. But let's see if there's some kind of Vale. Here's something. Let's see what it does. Okay, I'm seeing stuff popping up. What is this? It says it's an Ent trail. You feel closer to the Ent, it will leave you more offerings. Okay, so I guess we want to step on these things. Sounds good. We get more offerings. 145. Oh, that's hilarious. that's gonna make it more mindless, so that's good. And I think it's showing us the way we need to go, which is pretty much what I really wanted. Yeah. So that one's green, that one's, oh wait. Okay, I guess we're done with that, because it's green. And we want to step on these suckers on our way to the next. And then we can also probably be fletching on our way here. Build. Cool. I bet like if you go on mobile it probably, well, maybe it's not that good. But I notice like when you go on mobile and do some mini games, it does help you a lot. Almost like you have a plug-in. Like Herbivore is so nice on a phone if you don't have the plug-in. So I guess if and then the next one's over here, I can see it. So like I'm thinking if we go around if we go around crap. Close, open, fill, where? How do I get my logs out? Oh, that's a sad day, I guess. Check. Oh, here we go. We have to check and then empty it. Nice. Hopefully soon enough we'll be 90 fletching and we won't have to eat these here pies. I wonder if there's a way to speed it up. Like with like tick manipulation or something. There we go. So this is saying 90. Let's see if he gives us. Okay, this is gone. So build another. Put the 4 thingies. And then that's good. Look, there's another guy doing it. So, well, let's just go ahead and empty. Maybe we can get away with not using that. But I don't know, 'cause I need pies. just gotta remember to fletch while I'm running. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Put the stuff on there. Claim it. Now if we click there, we should get those thingies. And we gotta pop another pie. And stuff, and then okay. This is going good. See, like, man, I'll tell you what, I really wanted a like a harmonized nightmare staff, or any nightmare staff, honestly, would work for me. But like on an iron, you have to grind the thing yourself at nightmare, and oh my god, it looks pretty tedious. And like, I was asking AI about it, like, hey AI, how hard do you think it would be to learn and farm nightmare? And the thing said, well, I gave it like some of my credentials, like stuff that I've done, you know, I got a fire cape, I killed a lot of demonic gorillas and a lot of mid-game bosses. And I said, do you think I would be able, and I gave it like the kind of gear I had, you know, and it said, I shouldn't even try. It's gonna be too hard. It said, it's gonna be a resource sink. And it said stuff like that. So like that kind of really harshes my vibe, you know. Yeah. Like, I really wanted a nightmare staff. I think those things are so cool. But they just, and it's not even like it's not even like it's the best staff in the game. I think the dang the shadow's probably the best, right? So like, and then like the Sanguinesti staff is really good, and the code I want is really good. You get all those from raids, which I would say you would think would be harder than just like a boss of any kind. Let's see. I'm gonna fill that up, and then we're gonna get more logs. Okay. So that's kind of a downer, man. And like, well, I was thinking about going for the crazier rapier, because I think that thing looks awesome. pretty good for Slayer. But it turns out, well, I better grab these. It turns out the Theater of Blood is really designed for teams, and it's not really feasible to grind out that stuff solo. So that's probably not gonna work for me. But I keep thinking about that nightmare staff. Like, I've grinded a few bosses, you know, like mid-game bosses, and this might be more considered like a end game one. But I had a pretty easy time with the mid-game ones once I learned them, you know. So I think I'd be able to figure it out. But like, also, I'm just really hesitant to learn new things, 'cause it's and the thing said it's a resource sink, but I mean, how much resources are you gonna really be going through? I mean, like, I can pretty easily grab a bunch of prayer potions, probably like 20 minutes, or well, more than that, maybe 30 to an hour. I could have like a bunch of doses. And from what I've seen, you're not going to be using ranged, so that means you're not going to have to make ranged potions, and that would kind of suck. For me anyway, like, that's a lot of tithe farm and stuff, but I think this is the statue you can teleport with that necklace pendant of 8s, or 80s, addies, I'm not sure how you'd pronounce it. This kind of reminds me of Herbivore. Herbivore. Looks like we're doing fine on our run energy. The Graceful's really helping, I think. Forgetting to carve the thingies and step on the ground thingies. I gotta remember to carve the stick thingies and step on the ground thingies. And then when we decorate this, does it like change the appearance? Oh, like down here, yeah. There's like a scorpion tail. Yeah, so all these... What's that? Oh, a snake. Stuff. So when I run out of these pies, I'm gonna probably open all these offerings and see what we're looking at in terms of the atlatl shafts, or whatever they're gonna be called. Yeah, so we step on that, then on this. That'll give us a boost to our rewards. So now we decorate it, and then we grab the offerings. Yeah, it's just a real bummer. It's a bummer, the whole nightmare staff thing. I'm assuming most Iron Men probably don't really go for I don't think you'd really care to go for a nightmare staff. Maybe the Irons would mainly go for like the Inquisitor or something. 'Cause like I'm guessing like raids are probably, if you were to want to grind out a staff, you might as well do a raid if you're gonna be putting that much attention into the game. Cause like the nightmare just seemed like there's a lot of mechanics to it. I mean, it's one of those things like it looks like it's something you can't just learn it once and then come back to in a few weeks and get back at it. Like seems like it's so complicated that you'd have to learn it all over again. Oh, this one isn't completely done yet, so maybe if we wait a second here. There, it broke. So I wonder if the offerings will stay indefinitely, or permanently rather. There's stuff that I'll do that with in the game, like obviously like trees that you farm, for example. Like when I'm done with trees, I just leave them there to gather the next time. I don't like to do them every morning like most people that are into farming, I think, do. I'm more into just like I might do it like once a month on average, like just like, oh, I need to get my farming up real quick to get one level. So I'll just go do a whole bunch of farming stuff. came out way back when Varlamore dropped. I guess I didn't realize how, well, there's like other rewards you can get here other than just the atlatl shafts. You can get like a reel that holds like a bunch of bowstrings so that you can make a full inventory of bows, completed bows, instead of like withdrawing 14 bowstrings, 14 unfinished bows. So that seems pretty cool, I guess, but you can't make. I probably honestly won't use that unless somehow I get a bunch of U-logs from something. Because you can't make bows out of the redwood. So we fill that and we get our dragon. So we got one more. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it. Well, that's actually, I think we just already did 100k XP. That's a little nuts. I'll try to let's try to think of how we want to do this. I probably have some magic logs we could use when I run out of these dragon fruit pies. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then we should be able to hit freaking 90 fletching, and then we can go back to the redwoods. But after this run here, I'm gonna see how many of those shafts it gives me, because it might give me enough to do those 4,000 arrowheads that I made already. So let's try to step on these. It's kind of, I don't know if it's really worth it that much, but there we go. Oops. Redwood hiking staff. I did a lot of fletching on this here Iron Man. When I was first starting out, cause I would fletch a bunch of I'd make a bunch of bows and alchem, and man, that gave me a lot of money in fletching XP. I mainly did it for the money though, cause like when you first start out on an iron, you know, the money's a little tight, so it was nice to be able to make some money. things are going well. That's a lot of Vale offerings. It's a lot of Vale offerings. Oh. Okay, he's coming. Hopefully he makes it in time so we can... Quick. It's letting us do that. Will it let us? Wow, it let us do that. So I guess you have to be at 90 when you click on it at first, but okay, interesting. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this last dragon fruit pie in my bank just to have it in case I need it for something. Empty. Let's open these things and see. I'll probably be opening these in bulk all the time, so I'll do hasty rummage. Whoa. It gives you anima infused bark. Oh, I didn't know that. Rummage. You have to do 100 to rummage. Plus U seeds. Anima infused bark. Shoot. I could get the funky. That might help me get the funky shaped log so I can. Bale of flax. Unpack it. Clean. Oh my god. Holy dragon arrow tips. That's kind of big. And there's the thing we want, the end branches. And I think I'm just gonna let these stack up in the bank and stuff. Oh, I don't know if I should. Oh, and it gives you magic roots. That's good for a certain potion, I think. That's actually real big for irons. 25 spaces. Holy schmoly, can I just unpack it into the... There we go. Sweet. Well, let's see. It'd be called Atlatl. So, a knife, or no, yeah, I would think it would be a knife. So 6 ant branch, green man carving, green man statue, interesting. So this should give us 600. Okay. Alright. Well, I certainly wouldn't mind grinding this out more. It seems pretty fine to me. Get freaking dragon arrows, tips, and magic roots, and tree seeds. And then, one more thing. I think we can trade this mini mini game guy over here, and I think so. We got 28 research points because we opened a Vale offering 28 times, I guess. And like if we go dry or something, we can buy end branches. You just get one for 20 research points. Yeah, I don't know if I want these. This like speeds up fletching. I don't really do fletching anymore. Honestly, I would probably just do this mini game to 99 and just keep getting end branches, to be completely honest. So we'll just buy that and fletch it. So cool. So now we gotta figure out what the best type of magic fletch is gonna be for when we decorate. We're gonna be doing magic logs. Shouldn't take that long to get to. Well, I guess I could I might have to use feathers on that, I don't know, but I'll just do it all when we're done. Get our log basket, make sure that's empty. We have 81 magic logs, that might just barely be enough. And I don't have any. Oh, here, I got you logs too. So, what would be the best thing? This. I'm thinking probably it might just be the magic longbow, probably. Well, I guess we'll just mess around and see. Let's do one magic longbow. And then, obviously it can't be a short bow. Let's do a crossbow stock. And then a shield, which is going to use 2, I think. Yeah, it uses 2. So, 620, 620, 620. So we don't want to use the shield. Gotcha. So then, is a magic short bow still 620? It is. So I guess we'll just want to fletch the thing that gives us the most fletching XP. So what would that be? Definitely not a magic short bow, I know that. The longbows give us 91.5. The stocks give us 70. Yeah, it's probably gonna be the longbow then. Alright, we could step on these, I bet. Yeah. For the heck of it, how much does XP does this give? 183. So that's monotonous at all. Like, I've done a lot of herbivore minigame and all that gives you is just herbs, which is great, of course, but like this is cool that it gives you like dragon arrow tips. Like, what the heck? That's kind of awesome. We gotta empty that and then fletch one thingy. Like, this gives Iron Man a nice iron's a nice variety of resources. I like it. But I'm totally here for the Ent branches for sure. That's the big thing, cause like Atlatl is OP as heck, man. And it's definitely just incredibly amazing at demonic gorillas. So yeah, I'll probably want to use my Ava's device though. Unfortunately, when I'm using my Atlatl darts, cause I think we need to prioritize saving them over using the fire cape with them to do more DPS. Yeah, because you don't get a whole lot out of the accuracy bonus of the Ava's device when you're using the darts. You just really don't. You get the most out of it by increasing the max hit, you know. Oh well, let's just fill that up and we have 666 Vale offerings. Well, we might need to do U logs, but that's okay. We're so close. This is good. I like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you have enough anima infused bark, you can buy yourself a funky shaped log. I think you buy it, if I'm not mistaken, because otherwise you'd have to like get it as a drop somehow with the forestry thing. So dang, man, we wouldn't even have to do any forestry if we get enough anima bark from doing this stuff. I'd be totally fine with that, because I'm already 99 wood cutting. So it'd be best to do this, yeah. And I think this is more fun than the just forestry. Although I honestly didn't mind forestry and priv with like mahogany logs or magic, because the bank is like right there. Like, that was kind of nice. I did that on my main, so like on an iron, that seems like it'd be great. I just don't have priv unlocked yet. I could probably do that pretty easily. I mean, I have a twin flame staff, and then you know, it's the boss fight at the end's probably the hardest part, right? So, but I did that before on my main, and I did struggle with it. I did struggle with it, I remember that, but my stats are probably way higher than when I did that on my main. And I do have some pretty decent gear. I have a twin flame staff, which I'm pretty sure that final boss is weak to fire. So like I have a twin flame staff, I have a tome of fire with a bunch of burnt pages, I have sunfire runes with it, like, and I almost have my Arims completed. I just need the rope top. I have a ring of suffering, that would probably work good. I have a tormented bracelet. Yeah. I have a lot of anglerfish. But yeah, I remember dying a lot at that boss. But I was probably real low level. But I think I did have a lot of money, so I had like a trident of the swamp I was using on her. How many more magic logs do we have? Alright, and then we fill this. Alright, empty it. We can do probably like a hybrid method here now, where we do, yeah, use up our good old U-logs here for something. Man, if I got a freaking harmonized nightmare staff, let me tell you what, man, I would grind out a phoenix pet just to turn it blue to match, to have a nice outfit to go with it, and then I'd get myself a imbued Ceratomin cape. I'd get myself that rune Cammel's Hilt to go along with it. Oh man, I'd be styling at Barrows. Wear my Elite Void. And let me tell you what, the icing on the cake would be a Grassy Rapier as my switch at Barrows. Switch to my melee Void Helm and a Grassy Rapier. Oh man. One can dream, can't they? I mean, I did have my fun on my main. I did like maybe 500 Barrows, I was using some pretty cool gear, you know, the harmonized nightmare staff with. I tried out like all the spec weapons on Arims. My favorite was the dragon knives with the range void. Oh, that was sick. The dragon claws was probably the best, but I like an excuse to use, you know, a weapon you normally wouldn't use for like bosses or whatever. Guess we can go this way since I only need to fletch one more bow. Cool thing, they just added a bunch more agility shortcuts in the game, which is a great thing. They need to be doing that. And they have been, you know, they do that pretty frequently with the sweep ups. You know, really need to give agility some love. And to be honest, they could even stand to change some of the shortcuts that are already in the game. They could change some of them to be more useful, because to be honest, there's a lot of agility shortcuts in this game that maybe only save like 1 second. They're just not good at all, like not even worth using. Yeah. Well, let's see. We're gonna empty this and then fletch. We need at least 5 logs per totem here, so that's 4 for the decorating. This game, at a lot of times, it'll remind me a lot of Skyrim, or vice versa. Skyrim will remind me a lot of this game. Like, I'm thinking, okay, 3 animals. That's in Skyrim. You know, you got that circular puzzle that you look at the different claws, like the sapphire claw, the golden claw. You look at the bottom of them, and let's see. Oops. Oh, well, I didn't know that was a thing. I did not know that was a thing. Okay. I guess we'll have to do it like this. Bill. Now we get our magic logs. I might want to save one just in case there's a quest or something, but whatever, they're easy enough to get. I'm always thinking about that, like, you know, there's some random item filling up the bank, like a gout weed or something, but I don't want to get rid of it, because I'm gonna be using a gout weed for Dragon Slayer 2, and so like I gotta be careful, that kind of thing. I don't get rid of something that's hard to get back. It's like gout weed. Gout weed, that's pretty annoying. close. Like, this'll be it right here. And we can do another magic totem, but honestly, maybe I just... gives us XP for every animal. Well, there's 90 fletching. That's a nice round number there. Nice. Let's see what we unlocked. A lot of stuff. Dragon arrows. That's big. But the big thing is that we don't need dragon pies anymore, and we have so many freaking redwood logs. It's an okay, so we're at 4. I'm just gonna slide on over to the bank and grab those redwood logs. Yes, sir. Sweet. We're gonna want to empty this. I always like to empty, like pouches and stuff before I put them in the bank, other than rune pouches. I don't bother with that usually. So, I got a knife. Oh, that's right, we do probably want that. Cool. Let's actually put these redwood logs right on top. Just like that. So that we can just withdraw them quicker. Nice. One thing I didn't check is... yeah, I got a bunch of redwood shields here, but... well, I guess we'll just use some of them. I don't know. I guess I was planning on using dragonite, but that just seems like a big old pain. Oh, right. We gotta go to the last one we were on. Well, I suppose we should turn on our volume here. Is that one? And this one's not done. Let's hear what these sounds are like. I had it muted this whole time. That's one thing about old school RuneScape is, like when I came back to it, I mean, I hadn't played it in like 3 years at one point, and I came back to it, and it was just so quiet. I think I was, in the woods somewhere, but that's the thing that stood out the most to me is like how quiet the game was. Like most of the time you don't hear any ambient noises. Like, I think they're doing better with them, you know, with these new areas. Like, I'm hearing birds chirping and stuff. One thing I've always suggested, I've submitted this suggestion, cause like when I was doing a lot of thieving, one issue I was having a lot is like I wouldn't realize my dodgy necklace broke. Yeah, I wouldn't realize my dodgy necklace broke, and then I would be thieving, you know, without me wearing a new dodgy necklace, which was kind of frustrating. It's like you notice it, and it's like, oh great, how long have I not been wearing one, you know? But like, they could just make a real easy quality of life change with adding a sound effect, right? Like, and it could be something as simple as the sound when you destroy something. I don't really have anything I can destroy, but like, it makes like a poof noise. When you destroy something, they could just add that whenever your dodgy necklace breaks. And that would help a little bit also with other jewelry, like freaking rings of recoil. That sucks at Zulrah when you don't realize your recoil broke. Also, amulets of chemistry, I think they're called. When you're doing herb lore, just all the stuff, all the jewelry that breaks. It'd be nice if you could have an audible noise. They do have like a chat thing, but most of the time I don't have that. To have the chat bar open and then it's moving by so much that you know, sometimes I don't notice that either. And like, if you're wearing a cape especially, it's hard to see if you're wearing that dodgy necklace, and it's like you're looking all the time. Oh, I just noticed this icon here. Looks different than normal, so I think it has one leaf left or whatever that is, so probably the next end that comes around is gonna destroy this so that we can make a new one. Oh, well, I guess we're doing pretty good if we're waiting on the end. And he destroys it. And then let's see what it looks like when it's fully cool, yeah. But that's just the main, really the main quality of life things that I notice in this game is you see them, they're really adding a lot of detail to the game. Which is cool, but it'd be nice if they... So do I have to stand on these? Oh, I do. I can't just run over them. Friendly forester. Oh, we can see how much a funky log is gonna cost. Funky shaped log. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Honestly, the logs would probably be the easy part. But that's a lot of bark. Golden pheasant egg. Boy, I haven't looked at this shop in a hot minute. This could attract a pheasant to follow you. Interesting. I guess that's how you get a pheasant follower or something. But I really don't need any of this stuff anymore because I'm 99 wood cutting. Wow, I didn't think I'd be waiting on the Ents to do their thing. So we're like pretty fast. I probably don't need to claim the offerings. They'll probably remain there. But I think it's best for me to grab them because I think we're going to be waiting on the Ents anyway, and then if I just decide to be done with this, I don't want them to despawn. If that's how they work, I don't know. Let's go ahead and do the staffs here. Well, this is nice. I like this. And I think I have heard good things about it from other players, so... Valley. Oh, look, those are redwood trees. Oh, yeah. I wonder why that reset. Memorial. So, something I completely didn't realize that was in the game until I was doing work on creating my own player design island idea was I didn't realize that there's actually an amulet in this game that you can make that when worn gives you water breathing ability. Like, I didn't know that existed. I mean, it's really not used for anything that I'm aware of, like, just wear a fishbowl helmet, you know? But I'm thinking, man, I was thinking at the time, like, oh, well, that'd be cool if Jagex added like a reason to grind that thing out, because I mean it looks pretty tedious to grind out. You have to get like medallion fragments from different places. So like my idea was to consider this, but I thought it would be something that the player base would absolutely love, and it's like AFK cave diving agility. So it would reward really low XP to make it not overpowered, really low XP, but it's AFK, so it's kind of like you simply click the start of the cave, and then you go into like kind of this cutscene where you're diving and exploring this cave, and maybe, I don't know, like are doing something where you get items, because Jagex would probably want you to be able to get items somehow while you're doing it. But I was thinking what could happen is halfway through the cave dive, I don't know, maybe like 60 seconds or something like that into the dive, at the halfway point, you encounter a restriction, like this tight squeeze you have to go through. But the thing is, you have to take off your helmet and diving apparatus and put it in your inventory to fit through the restriction, the tight squeeze. So you have to do that and then put it back on after you go through it, and then you could AFK for the rest of the thing, 60 seconds, let's say. So the idea is you can grind out that medallion of the seas, or whatever it's called, so that you would wear that and not even need to bring an apparatus or a fishbowl helmet, so that you can AFK for the full time, the full 2 minutes, and you wouldn't have to interact. And take off your helmet and all that. It would just automatically go through the restriction to give players an incentive to grind out that amulet, water breathing. I mean, I really liked salvaging shipwrecks. That's how I got to 99 sailing. And I thought the XP was just a little overpowered, a little too high. So I would want the AFK agility to be definitely lower than the salvaging rates. But Jagex typically likes to have it so when you're training a skill, you're not just getting XP, but you're also getting some kind of item reward. So I was like trying to think of something, and the thing is, the first thing that came to mind was like you could get gems if you pay more attention and like bring a chisel and like click on like a random crystal that generates in different spots, and you can get gems or something. But then I thought about it, and the thing is, like, it's a big no-no to like destroy caves. That's what enthusiasts say, like, it took these caves millions of years to create these awesome, like cave bacon is one of the things, and like stalagmites, stalactites made out of crystals, and then people come through there and break it off to keep it as a souvenir. It isn't really cool. So I'm trying to think of some different reward. Maybe you're cleansing the cave of something and you get rewarded for it. I don't know. I just went so overboard with my player designed island. Now that I know like how much I was supposed to hold back, like if I had another opportunity to do it again now, I would definitely really water down my idea so that like they will actually consider it, like they probably took one glance at my ideas and was like, too much stuff. But in my mind, I figured it'd be best to go a little overboard so they could cut content instead of going too minimal. That's my thought process, and like I wanted to really go overboard because like this might be the only opportunity I ever get to like add something into the game which is like really super awesome. So I wanted give it my all. But I'm sure they'll have more community competitions. Like I wasn't here for it, but like when you do rooftop agility, I noticed there's like a little Easter egg. There's like a man that's at the end and he waves, and if you inspect him, his name is like Big Red Japan. And I guess that was the player that helped Jack X design the rooftop agility courses. So that must have been a competition and he won that or something. Super cool that, Jack X is all about the player base. And I think I went the wrong way there. Empty. It'd be interesting to see. I don't think Jack X were prepared for the sheer volume of entries for the player designed island. They said that 1,400 people submitted the islands. I was like, oh my god, had I known that, I wouldn't even try. I just figured like maybe, I don't know, 200 people would submit something, and I thought maybe I had a chance, but before I even decided to try, when I was thinking about giving it a shot, there was some negativity in the back of my mind, like, there's no way I would remotely even be able to win, because, you know, there's gonna be people that work together, you know, like 10 people of a clan that'll all be working to create this amazing proposal with lots of art and fine-tuned ideas. So I'm thinking, you know, even if not many people submit, like, there's just still gonna be some stuff like that going on. I just did it all by myself, you know, so I was gonna do it all by myself. And then I'm thinking, oh man, you know, more of that negativity was crossing my mind, like, you know, even if my design gets selected by Jagex, and like, if it were to be put into a poll, I'm just worried that, like, the polls are gonna be rigged anyway. Like, someone will pay like a bot farmer to, I don't know, like, make a bot farm to skew the polls, you know. You better believe there was no thought in my mind to even attempt to go for first to 99 sailing, the first Iron Man to 99 sailing. Just because I know, like, you know, the best way, well, like, back in the day, I mean, you probably heard that 99 construction was done by 2 people. You know, they would, they would rotate out, so one guy would sleep and then the other guy would crank out the construction, you know, and cause, like, you know, let's be honest, someone staying up for 4 days straight, let's see, we want to empty that and then pick up this, but that's the first thing that crossed my mind. I'm thinking, okay, that's probably just gonna happen again. And then another thing is, well, technology has advanced a lot, so I'm thinking, man, there's probably gonna be some new crazy cheating method. You know, something that involved AI or something, you know, involving bots or something. But, oh my god. I would lose my mind. I'd be so out of my mind if I didn't sleep for 4 days straight. And then the thing is, you don't know how long the grind is gonna be. It could have been 10 days long without, that could freaking kill a person. But yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible, but you know, people are pretty sure that, you know, that was a double. Well, I mean, it doesn't even have to be a double, it could be a triple, quadruple man operation to get a 99, or even get top 10 99, first to 99. Well, this minigame's nice and mindless, I like it. Much better when I don't have to deal with the dragon fruit pie stuff. Well, I think I messed that up. But man, let me tell you what, I had a blast, an absolute blast, doing the designing on my island thing. It's a cool thought, like working for Jack-X and stuff, but like actually, like as an actual employee or any game for that matter, it's a cool thought. But what I found is, like, at the end of the day, work is work, and it's not always gonna be fun. So it's cool that, you know, we had this opportunity to basically work for Jack-X and have some fun. Jack-X, it sounds like they really want to add another skill, like, sooner than later. Like, they seem really antsy to just crank out stuff, like new content, you know? Which, I mean, that's not a bad thing. But me personally, I'm more into them spending more of their time like polishing the game than adding new content. I mean, you would never be able to beat the game, like, ever. There's nobody that would be able to ever beat this game with the amount of content that's in it. Like, just completing the Master Clue Scrolls collection log itself would be just an incredible feat. And that's just one piece of all the crazy content that's in the game. Imagine grinding out all the pets in the game. I think there's people that do that, but like, they're coming out with new pets like every month. You could go there's a stigma, like, if Jagex, I think they know it. I think we all know it. If Jagex doesn't keep cranking out content on a regular basis, you know, the player base is gonna go down. That's the whole reason this game is a thing. You know, is the content steadily coming out, but I don't know, maybe I would play less if they just spent 6 months on quality of life stuff, you know. It probably would really hurt the player base. But they're doing a great job, I think. You know, at the end of the day, it's like marketing. This is all to make money. So that's the priority. But they're doing a great job not adding microtransactions. Like, that's a big deal. Oh my god, I just noticed, like, the other day, like, I was like thinking, like, you know, where's all the bots? I haven't seen like a big bot farm in a long time. What's going on with that? And I just completely didn't realize that, like, I think they're really hammering down on the bot problem lately. But, like, I haven't heard anything about it, like, other than I went and checked out Sir Pugger, and he said something like, it's getting hard for him to make videos, cause, like, the bots are going away, man. I don't know what they did, what Jagex did, but, like, I would think that would save them. Well, not save them, but, well, yeah, save them a lot of money, because if there's no gold farmers, you know, selling GP for real cheap prices on these websites, then, players would have to buy bonds and sell them. That would make Jagex a lot of money, and that would be good for the game. Like, the more it'd be interesting to know, like, I personally don't understand, you know, why people would want to, like, have someone go on their account and, like, get them an infernal cape and pay them to do that. Like, one, that's, like, risky. You're risking your account, even though they say, oh, we do this all the time, you know. It's completely safe. You're risking your account. And, you're paying for a service. And then, like, the worst thing would be, like, if you were an Iron Man and you bought, like, a infernal cape. I just think that would be funny. That just, it's completely backwards to the whole concept. but like, why, I guess exactly, are you buying a Infernal Cape? Are you doing it to have the best gear to farm endgame content? Like, why, if you're doing endgame content, why wouldn't you be able to get an Infernal Cape yourself if you like the endgame content, you know? Maybe some people do it because it's cool, I don't know, like, it's just cool to have an Infernal Cape. Or maybe they need someone that's really good at Inferno to get a Infernal Cape on their, like, weird, like, low-level peer account. I could totally see that. They have this idea for a beer, I don't know. I would think half the fun is creating the beer yourself. Like, you have this cool idea for a beer, you know, let's say it's something to do with a heavy ballista. You have to like, figure out a way to complete Monkey Madness 2 with low stats to be able to wield the heavy ballista. I don't think these magpies are gonna really give me anything, but I'll try catching it anyway. Well, I guess he's stuck, so never mind. Ninja implings aren't gonna give me anything. Dragon implings will, that's for sure. But like, if that was a dragon impling, you better believe I'd be booking it straight to the bank, getting me a hunter potion, a magic butterfly net. And if it was actually stuck, you better believe I'm gonna go change my spell book and get Dark Lure and try to drag it out of the lake there. Oh my god. It hurts me so bad. It hurts me so. You probably don't know this, but like, I have a few 99s on this account, but like, the whole plan was to get all my stats up real high, near 99, and then when sailing came out, my first 99 would be the sailing cape, and I would get it'd be untrimmed, you know. Well, the plan was to keep it untrimmed and then get as many 99s as I could, because I thought that'd be sick, seeing a player with a 99, or with an untrimmed sail cape with other 99s so close to the sailing release. I got a few compliments, from it, cause like you see a player wearing an untrimmed sailing cape with like other kind of endgame gear on. You kind of like, right when sailing came out, it's kind of like, oh, that's I gotta check this guy's sheet out. And oh man, could you imagine if I had an untrimmed sailing cape with the hooded Slayer helmet that you can only get when you're 99 Slayer? Wearing those two things at once would be so freaking sick. But, I'm kind of dumb, so I did the thing where I made the mistake of trimming the untrimmed skill cape, naturally. But it kind of goes along with how I decided not to do hardcore Iron Man, because I didn't want to feel stressed out all the time. So I had that in the back of my mind the whole time, like, well, if I screw this up, at least, I'm not going to be so stressed out about accidentally getting a 99 and trimming the cape, So there's that at least. It's just too much responsibility for me. Oh man, I kind of feel like I understand the biggest taste I ever got of understanding how it feels to be a veteran player, and updates coming out that kind of discredit your achievements. I only got that one time. That feeling one time, like, oh man, I went through all that work and now any player can do it easily. Well, I think about that every time I put this graceful on, because I tediously grinded out every Karen favor thing just to have this flex full rainbow graceful. But now it's not considered a flex, because any player can get this without having to go through the 50 hours or whatever it was to do all the favor. So, I don't get any compliments anymore on it, because it's not an issue to do. it's so hilarious. Like, how there's so many players. Probably nearly every player that has played this game, you know, like in 05, 06, 07, know how it feels to walk past those dark mages when you're trying to enter Varrock. And it's just hilarious that they're like, how low level those things are, but like how they'll just screw you up so bad. Like players baiting you, like, hey, follow me, I'll take you somewhere where you'll become rich or something, and they'll take you there and you'll die. It's like a rite of passage. Like every player like went through that kind of thing, realizing that, oh crap, like those mages, man, gotta stay away from them. And that's the thing, you just don't know, like, when you're new to the game, what monsters are gonna attack you and what NPCs are gonna attack you and which ones aren't, because, you know, you can have like a level 150 NPC that doesn't attack you, you know, walk right by that, but then like you'll have like an NPC that will attack you, I don't know, that's level 15, like a poisonous spider or something that'll attack you no matter what level you are. Like just feisty little things. Empty. Blood Moon's boss was pretty awesome. It was pretty fun to farm. I think I got like 50 KC. Went really dry, but on like 50 KC I got like the one item I was going for. All I wanted was the Atlatl. Because I don't like wearing, I don't think the sets looked very cool. Sure, they're kind of useful, but I just like the Atlatl out of everything, and sure enough, I got that thing. That was the first thing I got. I don't know if that's everybody's like first thing. I don't know if it works like that, but it's like, oh well, I guess there's no reason to grind Blood Moons anymore, unfortunately, other than Atlatl darts. But my OCD, like, I don't want to accidentally get like a piece of the Blood Moon, well, any of the gear, like let's just say I don't know, the Blood Moon hat or whatever, helmet or whatever it is. I just think it looks so dumb. And then you gotta like get the whole set to really make use of it, and I don't really like wearing full sets for a set effect in this game. I like the fact that of the mismatched gear that came from a little bit of everywhere around the game, you know. Dragon boots from God War's dungeon, you know, fire cape from Jad, fighter's torso from Barbarian Assault. think I mentioned it. Like, the whole reason I'm here is because I'm just kind of saddened because AI told me that Nightmare's gonna be too hard for me, so it said don't even bother. I just want the harmonized Nightmare staff so bad, but like, Nightmare's not a fun boss to grind. It doesn't look fun. People say it's not fun. It takes forever. It's hard to learn. It's a resource sink. The bank's really far away. It's just a struggle in my mind, man, because I'm teetering on the edge. I don't know if I want to take the plunge or not. But I'm like an all or nothing kind of person. Like, the biggest hump is the learning curve, because it's probably, once I can get like the muscle memory down and get it kind of where it's kind of second nature and mindless, that's where it's good and I'm fine. It's just the stupid learning process. Cause like demonic gorillas, you know, I got those down. Like, I'm all good. I'm gonna get that heavy ballista that I want. So there's no chaos in my mind. I'm fine with the grind. I'm just like kind of stuck in this rut, this mid-game rut. If mid-game is even a thing, really. But like, I'm just going back to on these things that I know I can do, like collecting soggy bread and just this stupid stuff, and part of me wants to, well, collecting is the biggest thing I like in this game, and I really want that Nightmare staff mainly to make this cool gear setup that I've devised, so that I can do barrows in style, you know. I want to get like some really high barrows, Casey, I think. It's like my favorite content. That's probably why I kind of like the blood moons. It's kind of similar in a way. I don't know, maybe I'll go back to blood moons, but well, what do you say we just rummage through all these Vale offering things and see what we get? We can even go to this, well, we'll just stay here for now, but, and branches, that's what we want. Okay, well, I didn't think I'd run out of space, but I guess we did. Magic magic roots, so it gives you all kinds of roots. The end branches are the main thing. Maple roots. There's that anima bark. And holy smokes, we got the bowstring reel. Pretty cool. Shoot, I might even be able to trade that in for end branches. We'll go take a look. Let's go take a look here and get our we'll just get this stuff out to kind of see where we're at, I suppose. Oh, let's do these here. 46 dragon arrow tips. Don't mind if I do. So where the things at? I had like 700 of them. Oh, they're right there. Oh, I'm looking for the shafts, right? They're here. Okay. I'm just blind and stupid. And I need a chisel. I think I need a chisel. Or a knife. It'll be one of those. We can just go ahead and start doing that. We do get fletching XP. Cool. Let's see if we can trade this thing in. How much is this? Okay, you can't sell it on the GE. Doesn't IALC for much. Alright. I'm gonna use this on him. Trade your bowstring for... Oh yes, please. Yes, sir. Do we get a bonus for doing? I don't think we do. Okay. That's 10 more end branches. Crap, we're almost done. Maybe just like an hour or two. An hour, no more than an hour and a half, and we'll have the 4,000 shafts that we need. Alright. Oh, that's an hour or less, actually. Sweet. Sweet. Should we just make the finished atlatls? Let's see if I need feathers on here. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Let's just put him out of his misery then. Okay, let's see if we need... Yes, we do. Oh, those look really cool. They kind of look like porcupine needles. The way that they're like yellow, black, but you know, porcupine needles are white and black, but Yeah, this is great. I sure hope we get the monkey tail for the heavy ballista. Oh my god, I sure hope so. I'll have to take a task from Neve or Steve, and cause I still need to get that antler card from Custodian Stalkers, and then of course we want the more broken antlers always for the dart tips. And we'll want to go back to Mortimer when we're done with getting our monkey tail. I'm getting desperate, you know, like I'm even going to maniacal monkeys and hunting those for the chance at the monkey tail. Now it's like less of a chance. I don't know how much, like it's like 1 in 5,000 or something. So it's more efficient to go for the monkey tail at the demonic gorillas, but you know, I'm thinking like I don't mind training hunter like there. It's a pretty good way to train hunter. So like I might honestly like just, oh man, it's a thing for sure. Like what else am I gonna use train hunter with? Maybe like herbivore for herbs. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Save it for that. Black chins are definitely unnecessary. Super unnecessary. I mean, it would be easy to accidentally, it would be hard to not get 99 range after you get 99 Slayer, because it's just so nice for safe spotting. Like the freaking Karasks, I think they're called. Like, I'm gonna range them every time. I don't want to waste prayer pots on them. Just bring a Carol's, or well, not a Carol's. Just bring your crossbow with your amethyst broad bolts. And just AFK, man, like. They drop pretty good stuff too. They drop lots of coconuts, which that's like, you know, good for herb lore. Headless arrows, okay. Oh, that's so nice to see that number right there going up. Let me tell you what. You know what? I might just see how far this many will take me, because I'm going to be using the Ava's device now instead of the fire cape. I did like 50 blood. I did 50 of the Moons of Peril KC, and I got so many of these darts. I got like, I think 8,000 or something. But the thing is, I just wasted them. I didn't think I'd ever run out. I just wasted them using the fire cape, you know, they would all just go to the ground. So now I'm gonna camp the Ava's device to save these things. I think it's better in the long run. I mean, I was doing stupid stuff with it. I was bringing the Atlatl into pest control with my fire cape and like just completely mag dumping, just unloading. Yeah, they went bye-bye real quick. Well, no, they didn't. I was just not responsible with them. I think I probably used a lot of them on safe spotting blood velds for Slayer. Yeah, probably a lot of Slayer. I definitely used a lot for demonic gorillas, but you know, again, with the fire cape on, so I didn't have to switch to the oh, nightmare. It's like just so easy to get scatterbrained in this game. Thinking about, oh, I want to go for my nightmare staff. Oh, I want to finish out my Arums. You know, oh, I gotta get the stalkers done so I get my antler card, you know. The worst is when, like, you have those days where you, like, completely gear up for, like, let's say Barrows, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get me a Aram's rope top, this is the day. And you do, like, 2 Barrows runs, then you're like, now I kind of feel like, you know, doing Slayer. And then you gear up for that. Spend all the time gearing up for that, and it's like, oh my god, you just can't make up your mind what you want to do. I don't mean to complain a lot, but like, they're pulling this new quest that's gonna add like 10 different breeds of dogs, you know, to just clog up this game with more followers. I have a feeling there might be a mod, I think I know which mod, that's kind of in charge of the, you know, the content that really likes animals. So I think that's, you know, kind of partly where all these animals are coming from. You know, like back in 06, it wasn't about animals, you know, like you had the cat, and then you could turn it into a Hellcat. And then, like, I mean, that's it, but now, like, the way the gaming industry has gone, it's like all about, you know, pets and microtransactions you go to like, I don't know, like Winter Todd or Guardians of the Rift where there's lots of people and it's like there's just so many pets. Like at this point it's not really like an amazing, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe not a flex or not really a big achievement anymore. It's just like you're bound to get a pet eventually. And so with all these pets in the game, they just really kind of water down the environment. Part of it's cool, like probably my least favorite pets are the boss pets, like that one boss in the wilderness that he's like a skeleton with armor on. It's not Artio or Venenatus or anything, but like he's so detailed, and you can tell like all they did was just scale him down, and they didn't remove any of that detail, so it's like this over detailed little skeleton following you, and it's like, what the heck, man, that's so dumb. And they've been doing that a lot, I'm sure, to save time or whatever, but I just don't think that's necessary, having every new boss that comes into the game having a pet for it, which is just the boss following you, a miniaturized boss following you, just weird, that's not really a pet in my opinion. It's just like clutter, I don't know. I did like the concept of taming though. There's just, a big, it really wouldn't work. It might have worked like back in 06 when the only follower was like a cat, Well, anyway, I am super happy with all these darts we made. Holy meow meow meow. That's a lot of darts, and we're gonna make sure to wear that Ava's device, that's for certain. Yeah, this is really the only weapon I like, or the only Moons of Peril gear that I like. It's just a preference. I'm an iron, and it'd be good to have like the Blood Moon set, because it's pretty good mid-game gear, but I just don't think it looks very cool, so I don't want it. I don't want to wear it. I'd rather crush things with my zombie axe, something that looks cool and old school. But like the Blood Moon bear head thing, one of the reasons I don't like it is because we already have like a bear head, that classic. I don't have it with me, but that classic bear head you get from the Mountain Daughter quest, like that's awesome, but like I don't know, mushroom pie. Oh, every time I see that heavy frame. So I don't know, maybe I'll go back to the blood moons just for fun. I really do like fighting the eclipse moon with that phase where you get like a real slow, heavy hitting weapon and you can like just annihilate the thing with like a Daherox great axe. So, oh, thanks for the ruby, sir. Yeah. This was a long video now, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed my